Why not chasing love makes you more attractive? The psychology of attraction. When you stop chasing love, you finally have the energy to become someone who naturally attracts it. Throughout history, through everyday people, and through the lives of the world's most admired icons, we see a common truth. The people who become the most magnetic, the most loved, desired, respected, are the ones who turned inward first. They stopped chasing and started evolving. They healed, they grew, they transformed. This chapter explores real life stories, some ordinary, some extraordinary, showing how powerful it is when someone chooses self worth over desperation. Real life examples of people who stopped chasing love. Maria, the woman who stopped chasing potential. Maria spent years in an on and off relationship with a man who showed only half effort. She was always the one calling, checking in, fixing problems, planning dates. She lived on emotional scraps, convincing herself that if she tried harder, he would finally commit. One night, after another canceled date, she realized something painful. She was training herself to accept the bare minimum. She didn't leave him with drama. She didn't make a speech. She simply stepped back and stepped into herself. Maria started journaling every night. She joined a morning fitness group. She reconnected with friends she once abandoned. She switched careers, learned new skills, and surrounded herself with positive people. 1 year later, she said words that defined transformation. My life became bigger than the relationship I used to obsess over. Interestingly, that same ex came back, apologizing, promising change. And for the first time in her life, she didn't even feel flattered. She felt clear. She realized that the version of her who chased him no longer existed. She didn't find love by chasing it. She became someone who no longer needed to beg for it. And in that, she attracted a healthier, more mature relationship. Example dreams. The man who stopped seeking validation through relationships. James used relationships as mirrors. If someone loved him, he felt valuable. If someone ignored him, his entire identity collapsed. He moved from relationship to relationship, rarely spending a month alone. But after a painful breakup where someone criticized his lack of ambition, he hit rock bottom. Instead of chasing someone new to fill the void, James did the opposite. He went silent. He stayed single. He reflected. He started therapy and discovered that his fear of being alone came from childhood abandonment. He began reading books on emotional intelligence. He started a weekly routine, gym, meditation, journaling. Within a year, he transformed from an insecure partner to a grounded, calm, emotionally strong person. His biggest transformation wasn't physical, it was emotional. I no longer need love to feel valuable. I gave myself the validation I used to chase. And in that shift, he attracted a partner who matched his emotional maturity. Anna, the girl who thought marriage would fix her, Anna married young, thinking a relationship would solve everything. Her insecurities, her emptiness, her lack of identity. But marriage didn't heal her past trauma, it amplified it. After a painful divorce, she fell into depression, convinced she was unlovable. She tried to date immediately, hoping companionship would numb the pain. But nothing felt right. One day her therapist told her, "Stop trying to date. Start trying to meet yourself." That became her turning point. Anna traveled alone for the first time. She started therapy again, this time committed. She took meditation seriously. She learned to enjoy her own company. Her biggest victory? She finally forgave herself for her past. Today she is in a healthy relationship, not because she chased it, but because she became whole enough to receive it. What these stories have in common? Across these different lives, a single truth keeps appearing. The moment they stopped chasing love was the moment their transformation began. Not because they became cold or detached, but because they stopped using love as a bandage for internal wounds. Their lives changed when they learned how to sit with themselves, heal emotional wounds, build new habits, surround themselves with healthy influences, value their peace, form an identity outside of relationships. They didn't become perfect, they became self aware. And that is what attracts real love. Here's celebrity stories that could give us inspiration from Selena Gomez, from chasing love to prioritizing healing. Selena Gomez's love life was once a public roller coaster. Her relationship with Justin Bieber became a huge part of her identity, so much so that she admitted losing herself. She once said, "I had to unlearn the idea that I needed someone to love me to feel valuable." After the breakup, instead of chasing another relationship, Selena stepped back and focused on mental health, therapy, physical healing, personal passions, reconnecting with friends, building confidence, rediscovering her identity. She founded a mental health company. She started producing meaningful shows. She built a stable, peaceful, grounded life. Her glow up didn't come from dating someone new. It came from finally choosing herself. Today, she radiates maturity, confidence, and emotional peace, qualities that attract love naturally. Rihanna, the woman who stopped settling. Rihanna once stayed in toxic relationships, ignoring red flags because she believed love required sacrifice. But after a traumatic breakup and period of intense public scrutiny, she made an internal shift. Rihanna stopped chasing love and started chasing herself. She focused on her career, her self worth, her identity outside of relationships, her dreams, her emotional healing. She transformed into a billionaire, philanthropist, and one of the most admired women in the world. And guess what? When she stopped chasing, she attracted a partner who openly adores, respects, supports, and uplifts her. Her transformation shows when you raise your self worth, your love life rises with it. Keanu Reeves, healing before loving. Keanu Reeves suffered intense personal losses. His partner died, his unborn child passed away, and he lived years in isolation and emotional pain. He didn't jump into new relationships. He didn't chase love to fill the void. Instead, he spent years healing, practicing mindfulness, focusing on compassion, dedicating himself to his craft, living simply, helping others quietly, understanding grief. Today, he is admired for more than his acting. He is loved for his kindness, wisdom, humility, and emotional depth. His current relationship is stable, mature, peaceful, and grounded in mutual respect. His story shows that healing first leads to healthier love later. Taylor Swift, from heartbreak cycles to self transformation. Taylor Swift spent years in the public eye navigating heartbreak, breakups, and the pressure of perfection. She once admitted that she used relationships to cope with loneliness and insecurity. But instead of letting heartbreak destroy her, she transformed it into creativity, independence, self discovery, artistic evolution, a deeper understanding of love. She shifted her identity from heartbroken girl to powerhouse artist, emotionally mature woman, someone who values her peace, someone who knows her worth. And when she stopped centering her identity on romance, she found a healthier relationship dynamic later in life. Notice how their lives changed, not because they found love first, but because they focused on becoming worthy of love. Why these transformations are so powerful? These people did not become magnetic because someone validated them. They became magnetic because they validated themselves. They didn't try to please people, beg for attention, chase affection, compromise self respect. Instead, they built emotional intelligence, healed their inner wounds, took control of their growth, embraced solitude, became confident and grounded, valued inner peace, lived intentionally. Their attractiveness rose not from appearance, but from alignment. The attraction begins when you decide to stop chasing. You don't need fame or wealth to magnetize love. You don't need perfect circumstances. You simply need one decision. Stop chasing love. Start becoming someone worth loving. You become attractive and a magnet to love when you pause, reflect, let go of desperation, build daily habits, prioritize peace, discover your identity, grow emotionally, strengthen your self worth. And when you do that, you will attract healthier relationships, emotionally mature partners, deeper connections, more respect, real love, because love flows naturally toward people who radiate inner stability, purpose, peace, and self worth. You are one decision away from a new story. Transformation is not dramatic, it is quiet, it is consistent. It begins with small steps, choosing yourself, building habits, healing your wounds, becoming emotionally whole. Stop chasing people who don't see your value. Start becoming someone who never doubts it. Your future love story begins with you, not with someone choosing you, but with you choosing yourself. Love is not about chasing, it's about alignment. When your energy, habits, and mindset are in sync, the right people are naturally drawn to you. Alright, if you had fun listening to this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button, as well as the bell button for you to get notified whenever I post a new video. And also share the good vibes, and don't forget to drop a comment. What are your thoughts about this topic, and what are your biggest takeaways from tuning into this channel? And lastly, what do you want to talk about next? Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.